Good evening, everyone. How are you doing? It's Luli. I am working on setting everything up. Just give me a second. As I try to figure out how to get my screen to be in the right direction. Give me one more minute. Hope everyone had a great weekend, Easter. I know it was Passover this last week. So hope everyone had a great time. Give me one more minute. This is Luli Gonzalez. I will remember this time to say my name instead of at the end. So sharing my screen. We're going to be working today with the Timeless Tropical stamp set. So looking forward to everybody. Whoops. That was not what I wanted to do. Sorry about that. You can see my light fixture. Looks like I'm still backwards here. No. Darn Facebook changed the way they have their settings. And I'm looking for, oh, here we go, maybe. Now I found it. Let's see if I got it right. Hopefully I did. Have you guys been having good weather, I hope, where you're at? Or still, let's see, I'm still not seeing the right. I'm gonna wait one more second. There we go. Now it looks like we're in the right direction. Good evening, everyone. Sorry, I will promise I will try to get quicker at setting everything up. But tonight we're working with the Timeless Tropical stamp set. I love everything tropical anyways, but this set has some really nice sentiments. It's very versatile, and I love the script and serif fonts together. It's got this beautiful hibiscus flower, and then a smaller hibiscus, these palm trees, pineapples, and some great die cuts and embossing folder. So this embossing folder, I don't know if you can see, but we'll be working with it, is like a basket weave. And then the die cuts that go with in the tropics has pineapples, so like a full-size pineapple, tropical flowers, ones that cut out the leaves, some additional leaves that you can use. Cuts out the big stamped hibiscus, the smaller hibiscus, and the double palm trees and the pineapple, and has aloha as well. So it's a great set. You can use it for masculine cards, birthday cards, thinking of you cards. So we will be working with that tonight. Leave that here. This set also has beautiful 12 by 12 paper and these memories and more cards. And I wanted to show you some of those. Mahalo means thank you. It's beautiful cards you can use for scrapbooking. The best is yet to come. But it's also great for card making. I love these flamingos with the big tropical leaves. Some lilies, and so they have 4x6 and 3x4 cards. So you can use it for your pocket scrapbooking. I love the pineapple. But it's great for cards too. So we're going to use one of these on a card today. I love this guitar with the hibiscus flowers. It's We're going to use this today, and we'll get started with our first card. First card is a base of Old Olive, 5.5 by 8.5. And we have a piece of Pool Party at 2.5 by 5. And then Soft Suede at 2.25 by 4 3/4. So just a little 1/8 inch margin. Put some glue on that. Okay. And we're going to glue that on our Old Olive. Okay. Then I have a circle, an oval from the Layering Ovals dies that highlights one of the Woody station wagons that are famous from that kind of 50s Hawaiian era. Sorry if you hear my dog, he decided to come visit me while I was doing my Facebook Live. So I'm going to take Soft Suede. I'm using the little stamping spot. I like to use those for when I'm doing my edges. Sometimes it's nice to have that, just that little touch. Really makes the image stand out. And it's just that little bit that very simple to do. Use one of the sponge daubers. You can use a full-size ink pad or one of the spots like I'm using. So that's Soft Suede. I'm going to take that. Then I have my Stamparatus set up here. I have it set up for both my cards, so you'll see my trick in a minute here. I take the cutouts from when I cut out my die pieces. Now, lay that in there right. And then I use that to hold my die cuts. This does not look right, so I'm going to double check this because I don't think that's all the way in the corner. It's not. You see how I have that already lined up? I just used just a tiny bit of ink. Check it on the back of my grid paper. And I'm going to stamp both of these images. Give them a little clean first. Love my chamois. For the trees, I'm going to use my Stampin' Right markers so that I can get some nice shading. I'm going to go first with a little Soft Suede, using the brush end. Make sure my stamp is nice and dry. I'm going to color in my stamp. Then I have some early espresso. Just do a few little lines. Here I am using the little thinner end. Maybe some little lines here in the center. And then I'm taking Old Olive for the palm fronds. Coloring that in. Great thing about the Stamparatus is, especially with this marker technique, is that it's a lot easier if you missed a spot. You can go back and darken up any area that you had that you didn't quite get perfectly with the marker the first time around. All right, so little huff there. Oh, it would help if I put the die cut in, right? It would. So we're going to put that in there. And we're going to press that down. Hope everything lined up. And it did. Look at that. Look at how nice that turned out. So we're going to pop that out. Then we're going to take our chamois, clean that off just a little bit. Then we're going to take our smaller hibiscus flower and we're going to color that in with a little Mango Melody. I love the name and the color. So just take our little sponge dauber, sponge that in. Put our hibiscus in our little, not quite, there we go. Put that in there. Stamp by our hibiscus flower. It's a little light, see? So we can go back, and it's not quite lined up. But I think it'll work for what we're looking for. We might just go ahead and use the full strength ink pad here. Either way will work. Hi, Wendy. I see Wendy's watching. Hope somebody else is too. So we have our hibiscus flower, and we'll move this over to the side for now. We'll bring it back for our next card. So I'm going to close up my ink pad. So now we have our parts and pieces. But we're going to add a sentiment. And here we're using our, now these are pretty picked over because honestly I've used them a lot and I love them. The stickers that go with the stamp set, with the Memories and More cards, I really find these to be great. So I'm actually going to take one of these stickers and cut it in half. Like this, one of the labels. Let me pop up my Woody car. Actually, the back of this paper would be great too instead of the soft suede. It's another option for you. I'm going to add that right there. Love how that looks. Take a little glue. Put our trees down. And we'll put dimensional on one side of our flower and a little glue. Go. And we're going to take our label and we're going to pop up our label. Actually, we're going to take, oops, just go stick down there for a minute. I'm going to take some of our edge here and use that for our label. So I want a skinny strip just on the bottom. I'm going to add it right here. And then we're going to add this thanks. This set comes with hearts and flowers and words. Thanks right there. We're going to stick a little dimensional just underneath that edge of the sticker. It seems to be wanting to push down. There we go. See? We have that. And then take a piece of our burlap here. This is the braided burlap trim that also goes with the suite. And we're going to tuck that right under. Get some glue dots. We're going to tuck that under our label. Spread it out a tiny bit. Really showcases how nice that trim is. Take your little take your pick tool and kind of poke it under the label. And oops. And there we go. That's our first card, a nice little thank you card. Uses some of the stickers, the 12 by 12 paper, the dies, the stamps, the basket weave embossing folder, a little marker work. You could, and we'll work on our next flower and you'll see how we can actually use 2 colors on these stamps. So that's our first card. Fairly simple, but easy to make and adds a lot of nice wow to your card that you're sending your friends. That's our first card. Now we'll go on to our next card. So I don't know about you guys, but I know that I have been really loving being able to do more crafting as part of my time at home. So here I'm using a piece of 5.5 by 8.5 thick Whisper White as my card base. Then we have a piece of Coastal Cabana. The other side. Piece of Coastal Cabana that's 4 by 5.25, embossed with our basket weave folder. I do like using the liquid glue for anything that's embossed. Just helps it stick on there a little bit better. All right, then we have a piece of regular Whisper White that's, I believe it's 4 by 3.75, but I'll have the exact measurements on my blog post tomorrow morning. And then we have a piece that's 3 7/8 by 4 1/8. Sorry, 4 7/8 by 3 1/8. So that's Old Olive. Then we take one of our 3 by 4 cards. This comes from the Memories and More pack. And we're going to glue this down to our Coastal Cabana. Center that up. Got a lot of layers here. So this is a 3x4 card. So the green is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and then this is 3 5/8 by 4 3/4, not 3/4, 4 3/8. I promise I'll have all the dimensions on my blog. Getting a little, it's a Monday, what can I say? So we took 2 of the dies. This is a lovely pineapple base and leaves from the die set. And these leaves are great because you can kind of bend them up a little, give yourself a little more dimension on your die cut. And even if you mail this and put it in a regular envelope, the still has, just doing that will still make it seem like it's got that additional dimension, but we're going to use dimensionals on this card because I'm going to hand deliver it. A few little things to poke out, but it's pretty good. Went through the die cutting machine just great. So I'm going to glue this and pop up the palm fronds. So just put little glue dots in the little larger pieces of the pineapple, so it's not too bad, especially with a little tombow. You could use snail too. All right, put that down there. And we're going to take our dimensionals. Oh, I thought I had minis. Give me 1 second. I think I have some mini dimensionals. Mini dimensionals. Here for the pineapple fronds. Hands are getting a little sticky here. I don't know about you guys, but I love everything tropical. So I'm a big fan of pineapples and flamingos, and I love the beach. I'm very pale and I do get very burnt, so the beach doesn't love me necessarily, but I love the beach. So we have that. All right. So then here's my other trick. So we have, bring back our Stamparatus, and I marked, oops, don't put your magnets together. I marked a little spot here. See where I have the little marker spot, where I was able to line up my stitched circles I'm going to use my chamois again. Clean off my flower. My small, might be called a fuchsia flower. Here we're going to use pineapple punch first though. So pineapple punch reminds me that it's almost time for Stampin' Up! To issue the retirement list. In fact, I think it comes out next week. So if you guys are in love with the current ink colors like I am. So that'd be Pineapple Punch, Blueberry Bushel, Call Me Clover, Lovely Lipstick, and Grapefruit Grove. It's time for you to, let's see, what did I hear there? It's time for you to order paper, ink refills, anything that comes in that color. Certain, oops, there's two together there. Anything that has that color in it. So any of the Designer Series paper, all of that will be retiring. Let me pull that off. All of that will be retiring when the new catalog comes out in June. So if it's anything that you love in those colors, and I love all those colors. Those colors make me happy. They're bright and cheerful. So if you like anything in those colors, now is the time to get it. So I'm using the sponge daubers, and now I'm just going around the outside edge of the stamp without cleaning it. Since we're using the sponge dauber in Mango Melody. And I haven't moved anything, so it should stamp in the exact same spot. And look at that lovely two-tone flower that we have now. So the Stamparatus comes with 2 plates, and I set up my sentiment on the second plate, and I'm going to stamp that in black. And that just says hello. Look at that great script. So, just move this off to the side. And I will clean that up in a minute. Here's our card. We're going to take some more dimensionals. We're going to add some dimensionals to the back of our stitched shape circle. It's the, I believe, second to smallest size. And there's our second card. We could take a little wink of Stella. I thought about adding some sequins, but I'm thinking that no, I think I want to just add some wink of Stella. And add some wink of Stella to our, there we go, to our pineapple. Really gives it a nice touch. Hopefully you can see it well on the video, because in person, boy, it really makes it stand out. And then we're gonna add some on our flower here. You can even do a little bit on the base of the pineapple. So there you have it. Here are our 2 cards for today. Actually, I'm going to add a little, now that I have the Wink of Stella out, I'm going to add some to my Mango Melody flower also from earlier. So these are our 2 cards today using, sorry, I moved the camera a little, the Timeless Tropical stamp set, dies, embossing folder, burlap trim, Memories and More cards, and the 12 by 12 designer series paper. Hope you enjoyed and have a great evening. I will be back here next Sunday at my regular time at 5 o'clock. Thanks everybody for accommodating the holiday, and I hope you all enjoyed. Have a great week and look forward to seeing you all again. Again, Luli Gonzalez at paintedladiesjournal.com or Painted Ladies Journal on Facebook, and my group where I share my videos is Painted Ladies Stampers. See you soon. Thanks so much. Bye.